All right, I'm going to show you the very, very basics of how to use Anki as a flashcard app so that you can use it to study your basic derivatives and antiderivatives. If you want to, you can also add your own flashcards for other things later on in the course, but this is something that I would recommend you use for just learning the basic derivatives and antiderivatives. So in order to do this, you would go to apps.ankiweb.net. There is a free download. This is an open source software, and you can download that onto your computer, and then you can, I'll get rid of that. Download this file that I am offering to you that actually has the flashcards. It ends in APKG. And once the Anki is actually installed on your computer, you should be able to just double click on this, and that will open up Anki, and it will import it into your decks. So I'm not going to change anything, just I think just leave the settings as they are and say import. It shows me that I have 48 new notes imported. Okay, and I'm just going to close this window. Now, when I look into Anki, this is actually giving me, I don't know if this will sort this way for you. Maybe it will. It created a mathematics category, and then under that is calculus 2. And so if I click on this, then I will actually just start reviewing notes. So it says I'm going to have 20 new cards to review. So there's 3 different categories. There's new cards. There's cards that the learn cards are ones that like you had a hard time with, and it's asking you to review it. And then the do cards are ones that you had reviewed in previous days, and then they're coming back to you in repeated form. Anki has a very specific algorithm for how often it shows you cards that you've already reviewed. So you should just see 20 new cards to begin with. I'm going to click on this and say study now. And so what this is fill in the blanks. So if you see the brackets with ... that means fill in the blanks. And this is asking me the derivative of what function is equal to minus 5 over x to the 6th. It's not going to ask you to enter anything. This is basically like holding a flashcard in your hands. So you look at it and you go, can I fill in the blanks? I think in my head, and I think I am struggling to fill in the blanks, but I have an idea of what it might be. And then I click on show answer, and it will give me the answer. It'll say the derivative of this function is minus 5 over x to the 6th. And it has an extra note that says, in fact, the derivative of 1 over x to the 5th plus any constant is equal to minus 5 over x to the 6th. Okay, so this is a little extra note. Now, I just did this flashcard. I saw the front of it and then the back of it, and then I have a moment now to answer honestly. How did I feel about my understanding of this flashcard? And I'm going to say this was a little bit hard for me, so I'm going to click on hard. Okay. And so then it's asking me, okay, fill in the blank. The derivative of what function is secant squared? I believe that is tangent. I show answer. And so that was pretty easy for me, so I'm going to click on easy. Okay. Derivative of inverse cotangent, and I am thinking of an answer. I believe I know what it is. Oops. The thing in my head was not that. So I'm going to say again. the derivative of 1 over x to the 5th, I can do that because that's the derivative of x to the minus 5, so that's minus 5 times x to the minus 6. And so I say show answer, and that's minus 5x to the minus 6. Yes, that's correct. And so I'm going to say that was easy for me. Derivative of tan x is secant squared x. That felt pretty easy to me. Okay, so I'm going to click on easy. And just like, it's not that important, but just so you know, when I click on these different assessments, this is me assessing for myself. This is all based on your honest assessment of how well do I think I knew that card. And so if I feel like I didn't really understand it, then it will show the card to me again in the next minute, in less than 1 minute. If it was hard, it'll show it to me again in less than 6 minutes. If it felt good but not easy, it'll show it to me again in less than 10 minutes, so in the same session. And if it was easy for me, then it won't show me that card again for 3 days. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click on a few of these and just randomly kind of click through. So you can see what it looks like. And as you're going along, you can kind of see these numbers changing. This is the number of new cards you still have to review. These are the ones that, the red ones are the ones that are ones that I said were not easy, and so they're going to be shown to me again in this same session. And then the green ones are ones that I've seen in a previous day, and they're showing up new for me, or like showing up as a refresher for me to practice again. Okay, so since this is my first time going through this deck, I'm not going to see any of the green ones. And so I do this, and now you can see, oh, it's really only letting me move on if these are easy. Okay, so I'm just, okay, so if I see it 3 times and I don't say it's easy, then it says, okay, I'm going to show it to you again tomorrow. Okay, so the last one, that was easy. And so I click on that and it says, congratulations, you've finished this deck for now. And so I can go back to my decks, and I see there's nothing left for me to study in basic derivatives. I can go, and I don't know why it didn't give me the derivatives and antiderivatives together. Maybe I clicked on the derivatives instead of Calc 2. Anyway, I can go and practice basic antiderivatives as well. But if I come back here tomorrow, then this will basically refresh this, and it'll give me a whole new set, including some new cards and some old cards that I had reviewed already. Okay, this is a pretty easy way to just like do a little bit of practice, like 5 to 10 minutes of practice of like memory every day. Okay, this will greatly improve your fluency in basic derivatives and antiderivatives, and so I highly recommend it.